What makes a good day trader? I think that's an excellent question that's been submitted. And quickly, I'll tell you what makes a good day trader is an individual that is able to follow the rules they have in place and place the emotion of the moment as much as possible off to the side. There are too many times that we have my students or individuals that buy or sell stocks that will allow emotion to creep into what's going on in the course of a day. Uh, Wall Street is not about logic, it's about emotion. Most people understand that. The emotions that pour into Wall Street are those that have greed as a primary driving factor and fear. And when you have those two dynamics kind of opposed and pushing each other, and us as human beings caught in the middle of it, it's difficult. And when you have all those busy ticker symbols, the idea of allowing that emotion not to take over for a lot of people is a tough consideration. But one of the things that you become as you are around the market more is confident in the system that you're using. Now, unfortunately, the vast majority of people who day trade are individuals who will read a book, they'll watch something online, they'll have the smallest bit of knowledge of what they need. And maybe on a scale of 1 to 100, they need 100 and they have 11 or 7 or 9 pieces and say, hey, I got this. And they jump in and start trading, and that emotion is what drives them. And they become frantic and they become so emotionally paralyzed that they make some of the most ill advised, or in my case, when I first started, I did it, stupid trading mistakes that can be made. The individuals who know where they're going to enter a stock and where they're going to exit a stock before the stock hits that predetermined price are ones that I have found, as far as the way I've used an approach for 30 years and teach my students, is we see the stock coming and we allow the numbers. It's simple math to determine what takes place and what does not. So if we have a specific entry and exit point, then all of a sudden the emotion is removed a good portion out of that. We just sit back and let it play out. Individuals that approach me and say, hey, Jay, I just bought stock such and such. I'm going to hold it for a long period of time. I say, that's great. What if the stock goes up? When are you going to sell it? They don't have a real good idea of, I don't know, Jay, just going to hold it for a while, see what happens. Well, what are you going to do if that stock goes down? I don't know. And having that deer in the headlights response tells me that whenever the stock starts to move in one direction or not another, you're going to be powerless to make a decision. Get the emotion out of the way. Make those decisions now so that emotion doesn't get involved in the picture.